What's up, everybody? Hopefully you guys having an awesome day today. So today I felt like having some meatballs. That's what she said, right? But so I decided to make meatballs and doing a little twist in there, putting two cultures in there together. So hopefully you guys enjoy this because you guys can make this super simple, or you can add a little bit more like I did. I got to make a little extra. I can't make it that simple, right? So hopefully you guys enjoy this and let's get it going.
So first thing, like always, we're going to go ahead and start with our prep. Today we're going to be starting with the garlic, not the garlic, ginger, my bad. So we're going to go ahead and peel this out, and we're going to use my handy dandy little grater that we have. We're going to use the same thing for the garlic that's coming up. This is going to make it a little bit easier to actually mince up and actually incorporate into the actual meatball. So go ahead and I'll catch you back when you guys are done. Now that we got these out the way, we're going to go ahead and peel these like so, and then we're going to do a thin slice with separating the whites from the greens like always. One's a garnish and one's an onion. So let's get those cut up. Here I use two. If you're using a bigger batch, you can go ahead and use more than that, but catch you back when we're done doing this. Now that these are done, we're going to go ahead and move on to the shallot. Here we're going to peel it, and then we're going to go and mince this up. This is also going to go into your meatball. So the smaller you get it, the better it's going to be incorporated, and it's going to get a nice mixture with it, so it doesn't get too dense, so it doesn't fall apart or become very chewy. For our side, we're going to go and do a green bean. So here, just cut all the ends off and then put it in a bowl. Hit it with some EVOO, some extra virgin olive oil or whatever oil you like to use. We're going to season them up. Here I use garlic powder and then some salt. And then I use some black pepper. Then I gave them a good mix up and then pretty much just set them aside. We're going to roast these in the oven. So here, just kind of set them aside until you got your meatballs and everything ready to go. Now we're going to move on to the parsley here. We're just going to do a fine mince in this. And then after that, we're going to do and take our kimchi. And we're going to do a good mince on that kimchi. This is just a little flair that I'm going to add in there. Adds a good spice to it, but not too much. And I like the flavor of actual kimchi. So here we're going to take some ground beef, 1 egg. And then after that, we're going to take our shallots and our green onions. We're going to throw them bad boys in there. Then we're going to take half of that garlic and then half of that ginger. We're going to take all your parsley, throw it in there. Just throw it in there. We're going to take your kimchi, put that bad boy in there. Then here we're going to go ahead and use about a 1/4 cup of panko breadcrumbs. You can use Italian ones if you want. I just use panko because normally they absorb liquid a little bit better. Then we're going to hit it with some rice vinegar. This gives it a good taste. It's not as strong as vinegar. It has a little sweet texture. Mirin. It's just a good marinade altogether. So I pretty much try to use it as much as possible since we're doing Asian theme. We want to do that. And we're going to use some Chinese cooking wine. Again, this is optional. Soy sauce. You're going to use about a tablespoon of that, and then sesame seed oil. For all these liquids, you're going to use pretty much a tablespoon of each. You don't want to get it too wet, but you don't want to get it not wet enough. That's what she said, right? You always, I like it a little wet, but hey, anyways, so we're going to give that a good mix up after that, and then we're going to start forming our balls. Here when we start forming these up, we're going to do about an inch and a quarter. It depends, how big you want your meatballs. I do them pretty much this size because, I don't want to be eating a huge ball. Sorry, I'm just full of innuendos today. But anyways, so we're going to go and we're going to put those in the oven at 325 while our green beans are going there at the same time. Now it's time to prep our rice. Here I used jasmine rice. You're going to wash it off until you get a nice clear water. I threw some sardines in there just to get some aromatics on there. You're going to throw that into a rice cooker. If you don't have a rice cooker, put it in a pot like this and then fill it up with water. Do the ancient Asian technique for measuring the water out, and then cook it, bring it to a boil, and then set it to a simmer. Put a top over it. Here, this is our sauce we're going to be putting on the meatballs. So here I used about 2 cups of soy sauce, and I used a teaspoon or so of everything else. Once everything's incorporated, we're going to bring this up to a boil and set it down to a simmer. You don't want to burn it. You want to get it reduced so you get a thickness, but it's not burnt. I threw some honey in there because I felt like it was a little too salty. Asian food is all about matching the salty and sweetness of it. Then I took what was left over from the ginger and garlic, threw it in there, and I took some Korean chili flakes, some more ginger powder. Now we're gonna let that simmer and reduce down for about half, and until you get a nice consistency on it. Now just sit back, relax, and watch me cook my balls. They're looking pretty good. What do y'all think about my balls? Let me know down in the comments how good they look. This is how our sauce should be. After that, we're gonna go and give that a good mix, get that cool down a little bit so it stops cooking. Then we're gonna take this with the meatballs. Your meatballs should cook about 20 minutes or so. Until you get a nice color outside, they should be done. We're gonna take that sauce and pretty much just pour it over, and we're gonna give that a good mix up. I made a spicy aioli with this. So here I used about a teaspoon of mayonnaise, then about a tablespoon of sour cream, and then some hot sauce and a little bit of roasted garlic sauce. After that, you're gonna go and mix it up, and pretty much this is the end of the video. It's simple, super simple, easy. If you're trying to get it on a go, or you want something, you don't feel like cooking for that long, this is something that's really good for everybody, and you can cook a lot of it to feed a lot of people, and everybody's gonna love it. So hopefully you guys like this video. If you guys did, hit that like button, and don't forget to subscribe if you guys want to see more how-to videos and more recipes of my in my cookbook. So hopefully you guys have an awesome day. I'll catch you guys here next time. Peace. So, I just got done cooking it, just got done plating it. So let's do a taste test for it. So,
That's as good as. That's as good as AF. Definitely 2 thumbs up from this dude. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I hope you guys have an awesome rest of the day.